Oof, this is a tricky question to be asked. What are your salary expectations? Or even worse, which I've personally been asked, what did you earn in your previous job? Here are some tips on how you can answer this interview question. First thing that you should be doing before the interview is to know the job market value. Based off of the industry that you're in, the city or the location, and the amount of experiences that you have, try to find out what the salary range for this position would look like. And another super helpful tip is to understand pay transparency laws. Depending on where you are, some of these laws might require companies to disclose the salary range. It might also restrict companies from asking you about your previous salaries. So say that you've done all your research, you've conducted your mock interviews, and now you're in the interview. How do you answer this question? Number one, you can redirect the question. Be polite but direct in throwing this question back at the interviewer. You can say something like, thank you for bringing this up. I would love to understand how my skills and my experience align with your compensation for this role. Could you outline the salary range or the budget this role falls in? If you're presented a salary range and you want to negotiate it further, remember to explain how you can contribute to the company's success. Based on my track record, mention specific achievements. I'm confident in my ability to contribute significantly here. Considering this and the standard market rate, I believe a fair compensation would be, unless your target salary range. But if the interviewer persists on knowing what your salary range is, remember, you don't have to disclose it. This is where your preparation before the interviewer comes in handy. Know what this position's salary range is, and a little tip is to leverage what other companies offer for the same position. Here's how you can deflect this question. At this point, I'm not comfortable sharing my previous salary, but I'm more than happy to discuss my salary expectations for this role. You can also say that from my research, roles with similar responsibilities and experience level typically offer a range of, I'm aiming for a salary that reflects the value I can bring to this role. And lastly, show that you're open to negotiating. If say they present you with a salary range that is lower than you expected, you can say something like, thank you so much for the offer. I was really hoping for a number closer to, based off of my understanding of the role. What can we do to close this gap? Now, if you don't get a chance to do this in the interview, you can also talk about it in an email after they send you an offer. If you want help on that, check out our blog for more.